Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Steve. This is the Fandom Show. It's the start of another week, so that must mean it's time for another episode of Mondays Suck. Today, we're looking at one of the worst science fiction movies ever made, The Adventures of Pluto Nash, starring Eddie Murphy. If you've never heard of this movie, be very, very, very thankful. It came out in the early 2000s, and it was one of the biggest critical and financial flops of all time, and remains so. How bad was it? This movie cost $120 million to make and market. You know how much it made at the box office? $7 million. Can you imagine if you invested in something and you lost $113 million? The studio that was behind this took an absolute bath. And to make it even worse, this thing has ratings on Rotten Tomatoes of 4%. That's it, just 4%. Eddie Murphy said jokingly in an interview that he knows the 2 or 3 people that like this movie. So, how did it get so bad? A lot of different things. Based on a screenplay that was originally written in the 1980s, went through a lot of development hell stuff, things changing. There were clashes between Eddie Murphy and the assigned director. And another major issue was really a complete misuse of the cast. If you go on IMDb and look at the cast list for this movie, you'd really be shocked that it sucks so bad. Let me name off some of the actors and actresses that are in this movie. You got Joe Pantoliano, Peter Boyle, Rosario Dawson, Alec Baldwin, just to name a few. Alec Baldwin thought the movie sucked so bad that he demanded to be uncredited for it because he wanted no association with it whatsoever. Even Eddie Murphy has said this was an absolutely terrible movie. In fact, almost nobody associated with this movie wants anything to do with it anymore. The basic plot is that Eddie Murphy plays a nightclub owner in space. It's set in the year 2080 something, who cares? And the mafia has attempted to take his nightclub, so he has to fight him back and save his nightclub. And, okay, this movie's been out for like almost 18 years. I'm going to spoil the major plot twist. The major plot twist is that the mafia leader that's trying to take the nightclub is a clone of Pluto Nash. Now, I don't know how many of you guys know Eddie Murphy, but he's got a thing where he likes to play multiple characters in his movies. So that comes into play here, where he's playing both the good guy and the bad guy. You just don't know initially that he's playing the bad guy, but this movie is an across-the-board piece of trash. I've never watched this movie. I don't want to watch this movie. I only know how bad it is because of word of mouth. Now, there were a couple of positive reviews because, of course, there always are, right? Movie critics are like that. But overwhelmingly negative on this movie. Like I said, I'm a sci-fi guy. You know that I am. I've never had any interest in watching this, even flipping it on and watching the first 10 minutes. No, I can't do it. It's crap. I do not want to bother with this movie. And if this comes across any of your streaming services or what have you, stay far, far, far away. This movie sucked in just about every way imaginable. It's not even good on a B-movie kind of good level. It's just an all-round piece of garbage. That's it for today, folks. I will have more stuff coming up really soon. Thank you so much for watching.